Hello students, so here is the corrections for assignment 2C. Ready? Let's go. Right, first question, without calculating the value of negative 987 times negative 654 divided by negative 321, explain whether the value is positive or negative. Now when we read the questions, the first thing you should take note of is the word without calculating the value. Therefore, if you work out this the solution to this set of values and this set of calculations, you will realize that it is negative, but that is not what we want. Instead, we need to use proper sentences to explain the situation, right? So here we go. First thing we need to note is that the first operation, the multiplication, will yield a positive value because the product of two negative numbers is a positive. So we need to make that obvious in our explanation. After that, since the division is the multiplication of the reciprocal, so the result, okay, is a negative because we have a positive product multiply with the negative reciprocal. Hence, the final result is going to be negative. That's how we are supposed to explain it, right, in proper sentences. All right, now we go on to the rest of the question. Question 14, evaluate the following. So over here, this type of questions, all we need to do is to be very careful, don't rush, observe the order operation step by step, right? So the first one, 24 times negative 2 times 5 divided by negative 6. So since they are all multiplication or division, we can do them one step at a time. So 24 times negative 2 gives us negative 48. And then we multiply by 5 gives us negative 240, which when divided by negative 6 gives us 40. Part B, 4 times 10 minus 13 times negative 5. So now the complexity increases because there's a subtraction. So we'll do the multiplication first before the subtraction, right? So 4 times 10 gives us 40, 13 times negative 5 gives us negative 65. Then we continue with our subtraction, 40 minus negative 65, which gives us 40 plus 65, which is 105. Now the next one, part C, 160 divided by the cube root of negative 8 minus 20 divided by negative 5. So now there is another operation, which is the cube root. So that's the first one that we need to sort out, right? So cube root of negative 8 gives us negative 2. After that, we'll do our division first. So 160 divided by negative 2 is negative 80. 20 divided by negative 5 is negative 4. Now that we have done the division, we can continue with the subtraction, right? So negative 80 minus negative 4 is the same as negative 80 plus 4, which result in negative 76. Part D, now we have the square root of 5 squared minus 3 squared minus, in a bracket, 57 minus 77, then divide by 2. So let's work this one out. Let's sort out the power first. So 5 squared is 25, 3 squared is 9, and then inside the bracket we can work on that first. So 57 minus 77 is negative 20. After that, because this is within the square root, so we can continue with that. That will be square root of 60. Now square root of 16, square root of 16 is 4. So we got the square root sorted out. And then over here, we do the division first before the subtraction. So negative 20 divided by 2 gives us negative 10. So the last operation is a subtraction. So 4 minus negative 10 is the same as 4 plus 10, which gives us 14. Now part E, this time round we have nested brackets. So we sort out the internal brackets first, right? So the first thing we do is sort out the 12 minus 18. So 12 minus 18 gives us negative 6. At the same time, the power on the right side, we can actually sort that out first as well. So negative 4 to the power 3 is negative 64. After that, we continue to simplify whatever is inside the bracket first. So negative 6 divided by 3 gives us negative 2. Then we perform our subtraction. Negative 2 minus negative 1 is the same as negative 2 plus 1, which gives us negative 1. So now that we sort out the brackets, we continue with our multiplication. Negative 1 times negative 64 gives us positive 64. Part F, this time round we also have a couple of brackets, so we need to sort those out. So we have 5 minus 2 inside the bracket, that gives us 3, so 3 power 3 over here. This portion in the center, negative 4 plus negative 7 is the same as negative 4 minus 7, which will give us negative 11 later, right? And finally, the third bracket on the right, Negative 2 plus 4 is positive 2, so that will be 2 squared over here, right? So 3 to the power 3 is 27, 2 to the power 2 is 4. We sort out the power. After that, we will do the multiplication and division first before the addition. So 27 times 2, 54. Negative 11 divided by 4 is negative 11 over 4. That gives us 54 plus negative 11 over 4, which is the same as 54 minus 11 over 4, resulting in 51 and 1/4. Now the example G, this time round we have nested brackets again. So let's sort them out one bracket at a time. So we have negative 3 squared. Negative 3 squared is actually positive 9. So that gives us 12 plus 9 inside here, which gives us 21. Right? So now we have the bracket is negative 10 minus 21 plus 27. That will result in negative 4. Now that we sorted out the brackets, it will be negative 4 divided by negative 3, which gives us 1 and 1/3. H. Now this particular question, everything is to be cube rooted, but before that, we need to sort out the expression that's inside the cube root. So let's start with the brackets. So what do we have here? We have first of all, down here, negative 2 times the negative 37. Well, this one is not affected because after that is subtraction, so we can work that one out to be 74. Now inside the bracket here, negative 2 times negative 3 is 6. 8 times negative 2 is negative 16. 8 times 2 is 16. So we sort out the multiplication first, right? And then on the right side, we have 5 squared, which gives us 25. Now, after that, we continue to sort out the brackets. So 6 plus negative 16 minus 16 is 6 minus 16 minus 16, which result in negative 26. Right? So what we have finally is 74 minus negative 26 plus 25, which is the same as 74 plus 26 plus 25, which is 125. So the cube root of 125 is 5. Hope you have been successful with this assignment. Have a nice day.